How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com. Coming at you on Monday, December the 20th, as we get this video to you around this time. Have your free pick winner in just a second today. Your free pick winner today is going to be between the Kings and the Warriors, and also I'll talk to you about the Vikings and the Bears, and the Hornets and the Jazz, and the Rockets and the Bulls in just a second. Your YouTube premium thoughts are between Western Michigan and Notre Dame, and the Sixers and the Celtics. Hello, I am Indian Cowboy, and this is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy has been around for 18 years, starting in January, and Doc Sports has been around for 52 years, starting in January. And our best selections are over at DocSports.com. Those are our premium selections, and that is the Indian Cowboy version of DocSports.com. And our next best selection is the YouTube premium selection, which has 30 extra videos a month. Actually 34, because we do a live show on Thursday nights with 15 unique football leans just for you. And it turns out to be about 100 and over 100 free selections per month for just $20 a month as well. And then our final thing that we do is we do our free picks and leans here every day. Those are our final best selections. And we weren't able to do a video for yesterday. Sorry, my kid had a double ear infection, and as you know, he's only a few months old, so he wasn't feeling great and wasn't able to do a video. But we're able to do a video today, and YouTube Premium will be there today. And we're going to hook you up on YouTube Premium. It'll not only have 2 selections there, but I'm also going to tell you a premium hockey and probably a premium college basketball. So more than enough hookups there on YouTube Premium to make up for yesterday's video as well. Always looking forward to taking care of you guys. And but yeah, hope you guys are doing great. What do I need to tell you here? By the way, before I forget, be sure to check out our Twitter. Has our consensus polls. It tells you what side the public is on. Has our trivia question, which is always a lot of fun with poems and limericks, and has important trends on late night ball games, which you can use to hopefully cash as well. And what do we have on tap today? Well, we have a 5-unit NBA selection today. Note that we are on a 15-8 NBA run. And we missed Charlotte yesterday. We're on a 4-1 college basketball run. We were able to win with Dartmouth again. We've hit Dartmouth twice now lately, as they've been a good underdog for us out on the West Coast. When they traveled out on the West Coast, they've covered a couple times, including against Stanford and Cal now. So nice college basketball winner yesterday. What can I say about football? It's the best football season we've ever had. We are 8-0 with top football plays. We won our 7-unit, 6-unit, and 5-unit again for the second straight week. In the NFL, we're 55-31, 64% for plus 80-45 heading into week 16 of the NFL. That's 64%. That's extraordinarily good. It's the best football season we've ever had. We won the 7-unit on the Bengals outright against the Broncos, won the 6-unit bowl selection on Northern Illinois, plus the 10.5 against Coastal Carolina. Line actually went to 12, but it didn't matter. We covered that game. We were on the right side, and then a 5-unit on the Colts over the mighty Patriots. So a 7-6 and 5-unit winner, and then another 5-2 overall week for plus 17-20. And great week. College basketball, as you know, 4-1 run. Have a 4-unit selection today between Stetson and Miami. NBA 5-unit selection today. Horse racing, the Queen County Stakes are on Sunday. NHL, another 6-unit winner yesterday on the Jets, as they got it done once again. And we're 45-29, 61% in hockey for plus 41-15. And I don't believe we lost very few times a season in hockey. We've even lost back-to-back days. It's been a really good hockey season. We went 86-66 last year for plus 43-65. We're 45-29 this year for plus 41-15. So it's been good back-to-back winning hockey seasons. We're still posting a winning NBA season. We're on the rise in college basketball. Epic football season right now, and hopefully we'll post good free pick and YouTube premium winners for you today. All right, man, let's get to your free play winner today, and I like the Kings and the Warriors under the total. You can find this total currently at around 221.5. I will double check for you in a second. Let me also double check to make sure that Steph is going to play today, because if Steph plays, I like the under even more. If Steph doesn't play today, I don't like this play as much, because I've always believed when star players are out, and things have a tendency to get a little crazy sometimes. But yes, Steph should play today, it seems. Draymond is questionable as well. But a couple things going on here, and I might actually change the free play while we do this. But the leans will always be the same. But I like the under 221 under 221.5. By the way, what is our free play run on? I think we lost our last selection, if I'm not mistaken. So 5-2, 9-3, 10-4, 12-5, 15-8, and 18-9. So still 60% for last month. But what's up here is that the Warriors come off of a loss to the Raptors. By the way, I'm sorry I didn't dress up for you today. Just been a little crazy 24 hours, but at least the content is up and it's good content, so hopefully that's useful to you. The Warriors come off a loss against the Raptors as they were blown out, but Steph was rested in that game. They had 20 turnovers. They had a bunch of G League type players and backup players playing in the league. And the NBA is actually interesting because you can now sign people to quick contracts, if you will. They've done something very different in that, just to fill rosters with so many COVID cases. It's interesting what they've done. So I find that, pretty interesting in that sense that they've actually tried to fill rosters, and that's why it's getting a little crazy. And that's why you're going to see more overs, in my opinion, because these guys are all good offensively. But the defensive gel that you need to be a good defensive team won't be there because these guys aren't used to playing with each other. Many of them, with all these new guys in the rotation, they're not one cohesive unit moving together like a rope, if you will. And, a couple things. Note that the Warriors come off a horrible defensive game, and it doesn't matter if their starters were in or their backups were in. At the end of the day, giving up 121 points or more is not good, even to the Raptors. The other thing is the Kings also put up 121 points in their last game, and I just don't think they shoot lights out like they did against the Spurs. I think the Warriors are going to come in locked in on defense. I also think Sacramento is not going to put up their number of points like they did last time as well. Don't forget that the Kings have also covered this game the last 8 of 10 times as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the Kings cover this game. But at the end of the day, I like the under. I think the Warriors are on a bounce back defensively, and I don't think Sacramento shoots nearly as good as they did yesterday or in their last game. And I like the under 221.5 here between these two teams. As far as the Vikings and the Bears, I got to go with the Vikings here because the Bears won by 6 points last time. The Vikings have a little bit of a revenge. Vikings beat the Steelers, but of course they played horrible in the second half. And I think that sour taste in their mouth holds over here. The Steelers scored 28 points on them in the second half after the Vikings were up 23-0. Good for us. We were on the Vikings as a 7-unit play as part of our 8-0 top football play run. And the Bears played phenomenal against Green Bay. But don't forget that they have missed 4 straight covers. They still didn't cover that game. And they are facing a Vikings offense that comes off of a very strong with the Steelers having a very strong second half. And I think the Vikings will play much better today on the defensive side. They were up 23-0, but I think they'll try to sustain their success throughout. Don't forget the Bears have given up 78 points in their last 2 games as well. There's a lot wrong with this team. And Fields at the end of the day had 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions last game. But that Bears special teams was phenomenal last game, which is why they scored as many points as they did. Otherwise, they'd scored traditionally 16 to 20 points. So I like the Vikings here. They got a little bit of revenge. They're 6-7. They're trying to get back to 500. And I think the Bears have a little bit of a letdown too. And I don't think they scored 30 points. I also like the Hornets and Jazz over today. The Hornets lost by 21 to Phoenix and have lost back-to-back covers here. I was actually on Charlotte, and they played so terrible in their last game. But they usually don't lose 3 covers in a row. And they come off giving up 137 points to Phoenix. Just a terrible defensive performance. Utah's off back-to-back losses, which is rare in and of itself. And they were 11.5-point favorites and 10-point favorites in those games. Both home losses at that. I like the over here because I think Charlotte can be an active dog, and they're coming off back-to-back losses. And after Utah's terrible game against Washington, who is not known for their defensive prowess, I like the over here. Utah just played so bad offensively last game. I think they bounce back, and whenever they come off a loss, they typically bounce back on the offensive end. Only 103 points last game. So I think they bounce back offensively. And I also think the Hornets, having lost back-to-back covers, they show up here. So I like the over there. Finally, the Rockets and the Bulls, I like the over there. Chicago put up 115 points on the Lakers. Heck, New York put up 119 on them. The line is around +7, which makes me think the Rockets are probably a decent dog here, frankly. The Bulls also come off a big win against the Lakers, so they could be in for a little bit of a letdown defensively. Houston put up 118 on this team last time, too. Houston loves to play the Chicago Bulls. And the Rockets are also on a bit of a bounce back as well. The Bulls have revenge as well, and therefore I like the over here today between these two teams. By the way, I'm going to change the free pick for the Hornets and the Jazz. I'm going to change it. Now that I've talked it out, I actually like the over in this game. So we're going to go with the over 236.5, Charlotte and Utah over. And I'm going to move the Kings Warriors lean. I'm going to move that under to a lean because I just don't know who's going to really start in that game right now. As of 1 Eastern on the East Coast, it's different, but it can change. But regardless of what's going on in the Hornets Jazz game, whoever starts, I like the over 236.5 there. That is your free play. A lean on the Kings Warriors unders, a lean on the Vikings, and a lean on the Rockets Bulls over. And YouTube Premium, have your thoughts between Western Michigan, Notre Dame, and the Celtics and the Sixers in just a second. Nice YouTube Premium winner, I believe, on Saturday. And I think we're 61% in YouTube Premium for the last 5 months as well. Hope you guys are doing great. I'll see you back here tomorrow.